All right, we're going to try something different today. It's a Wednesday. It's an early release day. Everybody needs to get a blank piece of paper out, and in the upper right-hand corner, I need your name. That's first and last. I need the date. That's 8/23/17. And I need period and whatever period that you're in. This is period 2. Neatly. Name, date, period number in the upper right-hand corner of your paper. First and last name. We're going to call this assignment 8-23-17 practice. That's going to go right on the top blue line. Now what we're going to do until the bell rings today is for the first, 7-8 minutes of class, it's going to be just like you're taking notes. I'm going to put a problem up on the board or on the wall. We're going to work through it, circle our answer, we're going to move to another problem. And then we're going to progress to, I'm just going to put the problem on the wall. You're going to look down and do the problem by yourself. When you're done, you're going to look up to check your work. Okay? Then we'll move on to the next problem. If there's any questions, I'll stop and answer questions. If there's not, we'll move on to another problem. I'm going to collect this at the end of the period. Your assignment will be graded for completion and neatness. Okay? So at first it's going to be like notes, and then it's going to be like guided practice. So you can just get a bunch of practice problems done today, but I'll be here to help you. Yes? Do what? Can you what? Yes, please. You don't have to ask to do that. Just take care of it. So does anybody have any questions about what we're doing? Great opportunity to get a bunch of practice done and get a good grade for it. Does everybody have a calculator at their desk? All right, very well. Here we go. First problem. X minus 7 equals negative 6. X minus 7 equals negative 9. I'm sorry. X minus 7 equals negative 9. Now, if you feel confident doing that problem by yourself, then go ahead and finish it. Look up when you're done, and we'll check your answer. In this case, we're going to add 7 to each side. So the 7's cancel out, the x comes down, the equal sign comes down, and negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. And then you're going to circle your answer. And that problem on your paper should look exactly like that. Yes. Fill out your planner. Y plus 5.6 equals 0.7. All right, so if you remember from yesterday, if the given operation is addition, your first step is to subtract. Very good. So you're going to subtract 5.6 from each side. The 5.6's cancel out. The y falls down. The equal sign falls down. So in the calculator, it's 0.7 minus 5.6. How we doing?
For some reason it doesn't look.
All right, let's try h minus 6 pi equals 9 pi. The given operation is subtraction. The inverse of subtraction is addition, so we're going to add 6 pi to each side. What happens to the 6 pi's? They zero each other out, don't they? The h falls straight down. The equal sign comes down. 9 pi plus 6 pi.
15 pi.
15 pi, very good. Negative 8 equals k plus 5. Anybody want to share the first step?
Minus 5.
Excellent. Subtract 5 from each side. The equal sign comes straight down. The k comes straight down. The 5's, the positive and negative 5, cancel each other out. So in your calculator, this is where you got to be careful when you got a negative as your first number. So it's 8 negative minus 5 equals.
Negative 13.
Very good.
Are we going to be doing this all year?
No, we're not going to be doing one-step problems all year, but we're going to be solving for variables all year. It's pretty much what algebra is finding out what a variable is equal to, or two variables are equal to.
You know you've been doing algebra since kindergarten?
Should be really good at it by now. T minus 1/5 equals 3/8. First step. Very good. Add 1/5 to each side. The negative 1/5 and the positive 1/5 will cancel each other out. T is going to be equal to Did you get 23 over 40?
Yeah.
Very well done. $12 is equal to negative 9 plus m. All right, the negative 9 is being added to the m. This negative 9 has to get off of that side of the equal sign, doesn't it? Okay? So how can you cancel out the negative 9?
Plus 9.
Very good. So you add 9 to each side. Because the goal is to get the m by itself. So your negative 9 plus 9 cancels. So 21 is equal to m. Negative 14 equals n minus 1/3. Any volunteers for the first step? Let's share the wealth a little bit. How about somebody on the right side of the class? This side over here. They're going to add. Remember, we're trying to get the n by itself. So we got to get rid of the negative 1/3. So we're going to add 1/3 to each side. So 14 negative plus 1/3. Very good. That's negative 13, and 2/3 is equal to n, because these canceled out. All right, 11 equals a plus 16. What are we going to do first, John?
What?
What are we going to do first here?
Oh, yes, you like subtract 16?
Subtract 16. You're trying to get the a by itself. All right, so you do the inverse of whatever's being done to the a. So you subtract 16 from each side. And 11 minus 16? Negative 5 is equal to a. Can someone please count how many problems we've done?
8.
Okay. So this is going to be number 9. X minus 3/7 equals negative 12. Yes, ma'am.
Minus 137 on both sides.
Okay. The 3/7 is a negative right now.
Oh, so minus.
No, you were right, but we don't want to minus it because it's already a minus. What's the opposite of minus?
Add.
Very good. So you want to add 3/7 to each side. Remember, what you're trying to do on the variable side is get the letter by itself. You want to get rid of any numbers that are with the letter. So if you do the opposite of whatever this is, that gets rid of it or it makes it a 0, right? So if you add 3/7 and add 3/7, and then you're going to draw a horizontal line, the x comes straight down. This ends up becoming 0, and you don't have to write it. So the equal sign comes down, and in the calculator, it's 12 negative plus 3/7. Negative. Anybody get this? Negative 11 and what? 4/7. You guys are starting to like fractions, aren't you? Fun with fractions on Wednesday? You know you like them. It's okay to admit it. All right, number 10, we're going to do negative 12 pi equals b plus 11 pi. All right, so how about a volunteer that hasn't participated yet? Yes, thank you. First step.
Subtract 11 pi.
Perfect. Subtract 11 pi from each side. Now,
So it would be negative 1.
well now take 12 negative minus 11 in your calculator. You're not going to worry about the pi symbol. You're just going to carry it along. So 12 negative minus 11 equals negative 23 pi is equal to b. And these cancel out.
I can do these in my head.
You type in the calculator, type 12 and then the negative button.
That's subtract.
The negative button's right below the 3. So 12 negative minus 11.
Okay.
Negative 23. Number 11. Negative 16 equals x minus 9. Volunteer from the right side of the class.
Oh.
Thank you, Zanasia. What's the first step? Plus 9, very good. All right, the 9s cancel each other out. And in your calculator, 16 negative plus 9. Every time I do a calculation, you need to be doing it with me on the calculator, because we all need just as much practice entering into the calculator as we do doing the problem. So negative 16 plus 9 is negative 7 is equal to x. Are you doing the problems as well on paper?
Yeah, I just flipped my paper over.
Okay. Number 12.
Yay! No, I thought you was like excited, like it's fun, so I see you.
I'm glad that you're that excited about what we're doing. And I'm going to let you pick the problem.
No, can I do a problem?
You're going to pick it.
Which
No, just make one up out of your head. Give me, what's your favorite number?
5.
5. What's your favorite letter?
D.
What's your least favorite number?
26.
Very good. 5 is equal to D plus 26. First step,
I know the number.
subtract 26 from each side, but you're doing it on your paper, and we're showing every step because we're building our fundamentals, so when the problems get more difficult, you have great fundamentals. The 26's cancel out. 5 minus 26. Negative 21 equals D. All right, number 13. And do I have a volunteer to give me a problem? Yes, sir. 9 equals H minus 43. Love it. First step, Xavier.
Positive 43.
Add 43 to each side. Very good. So we're going to add 43, and we're going to add 43. The 43's cancel each other out. 9 plus 43 in the calculator.
52.
52 is equal to H.
Um, 15.
Is everybody done with number 13? Okay, let's put the variable on the left again. Haven't done that in a while. Let's F plus 15 equals 35. Negative 35. First step,
plus
Mine.
35 on each side.
All right, look, the f, it's already f
Oh.
plus 15.
Never mind.
We want the f by itself, right?
Yeah.
So what are we going to do?
Minus 15.
Minus 15 from each side. So the f is equal to, 15s go away, 35 negative in the calculator, 35 negative button, minus 15, negative 50, very good. Any questions so far? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a problem on the wall. I want you to do it step by step, circle your answer. And I don't want you to look up until you're done. Okay? So you're basically just going to be checking yourself. If you get it wrong, just raise your hand. And let's figure out what you did wrong, and then we'll move on. So the problem for number 15 is m minus 17 equals negative 8. M minus 17 equals negative 8. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to do it. When you're done, look up. If you got it right on 3, you're going to stomp your right foot.
Wait, he said 03?
1, 2, 3. Very good. All right, number 16. You're going to write the problem down, then you're not looking up until you're done. X plus 7 equals negative 11. X plus 7 equals negative 11. When you're done, look up. X is equal to?
Negative 18.
If you got it right on 3, we're going to just fist on the desk. Ready, 1, 2, 3. All right, number 17. You guys have been an excellent audience. You've been such a good audience that we're going to do 4 more problems, then you're going to have the rest of the period off. Okay?
Can you make it like a 3-step one?
We're going to stick with 1-steps. We're going to get perfect with 1-step equations so that everybody gets 100 on their quiz on Friday. Negative 9 is equal to m minus 13. Negative 9 equals m minus 13. How do we do? 4 equals m?
Yep.
We're gonna.
I took in the back there. Okay.
I did m equals.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say this. In the future, if the M is on the right, leave the M on the right. Okay? And the reason I say that is just to eliminate mistakes. Because down the road, when you start having to deal with like a negative M or something like that, when you start moving it to the other side of the equal sign, sometimes you forget that negative. And by forgetting one negative sign in an algebra problem, your answer could be, you could have the correct numeric value, but you could have the wrong sign. All right? So if it's on the right, leave it on the right. We're going to say, yeah, on 3 if you got it right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right, 3 more. We'll go back to the foot stomp. Let's go with x plus 75 equals negative 110. X plus 75 equals negative 110.
Did you put it? Yes. You put a 0? I thought you put 10.
110. 110. Good? Good? Very good. Excellent. Stomp the right foot on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. 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 All right, 2 problems to go. We're going to do 19, then we're going to do 20, and you're going to be done. And we're going to go with a 1/5 is equal to B minus 3/4. 1/5 equals B minus 3/4.
You got the sharp one again, too?
What happened?
I did 1 over 5 negative.
No, it's not negative.
Negative, minus 3 over 4.
No, look, we're adding 3/4 to each side.
Oh.
Did you add 3/4 to each side and add 3/4 to each side? Okay, these cancel. So 1/5 plus 3/4. Do it now. Type it in your calculator. 1/5 plus 3/4 equals.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Slap your desk if you got it right the first time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo. All right, last one. Finish strong. Let's say that negative 2/3 is equal to M plus, let's go with 7/8. Negative 2 over 3 equals M plus 7 over 8. Put your thumbs up in the air if you got it right on your own the first time. Dang. Good.
I didn't get it right on my first one.
Okay, do you know what you did wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, -1 and 13/24. Okay? All right, very well done. I appreciate everybody's participation, behavior. Now, you're going to neatly take that out of your binder or folder. Make sure your name, date, and period number's on it. You're going to pass it in. Pass it to the front of your row. If you need to staple a few papers together, I have a stapler over here. There will be no homework on Edline tonight.
It wasn't homework yesterday?
Yes, there was homework
I didn't get
yesterday.
that today.